Okay, this week's Raw focused almost exclusively on the Festival of Friendship between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. And when it happened, it felt like a half an hour period where it was all Las Vegas up. Yeah, they brought in showgirls. Jericho had a Guggenheim done, and it was an intertwined statue of him and Kevin Owens. He had a masterwork painting that was done, which will probably be the background for most smarts computers now, and tablets, phones. And it was effectively, the painting where it's God reaching out to touch Adam. It was Kevin Owens reaching out to touch Jericho. And they're both kind of in ring gear. And there was a magician. This was weird. And then Owens was like, Chris, I got you something. I got you a new list. And Jericho's like, oh, this is great, man. Why's my name on it? Listen, and it's the list of KO. At which point, Kevin then murder, death, kills Jericho. Powerbomb on the apron, throws him into like a Geritron 5000. They're covering Chris said afterwards because I think he got busted. Pen. That was just... There's a moment where Jericho is talking to Kevin. And he's like, this has been one of the best times working with you, traveling with you, being my friend. This has been one of the best moments and the best years of my career. And you can tell. I don't think Kevin knew that Chris was going to go off script and be like, I'm being legit. This was an amazing run. Like, he knows, like, you're going to kill me now. You're going to get your heat. And it was beautifully done. This was an amazing segment. You can tell they're still trying to get that Rock, this is your life sort of moment, which they'll never get again. Dies, great segment on Raw. But this is going to live on YouTube and memes. This was a beautiful segment. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'd almost say that this borders on glorious. An amazing, amazing segment. Watch it on YouTube. Watch it again. Watch the clips. Find a buddy who's got this downloaded, or he's he has it recorded, and watch that segment. It's brilliant. Oh, rest of Raw. Steph came down and she was like, I gave Mick the night off because Mick needs some time. Alright, it's fine. Reigns is like, I want Strowman now. The club comes on, they're like, hey, you can't just get what you want. And then they have a match against Roman. Strowman wins by DQ because, Roman's got to beat the tag champs. They go for the Magic Killer, Roman fights it off. Knocks them all down. Strowman goes against Mark Henry in a surprisingly competitive match. With Strowman hitting the power slam for the victory. Roman comes down, gets in his face. Goes for a couple of Superman punches, doesn't drop Strowman. Strowman catches him in midair, hits a power slam. Strowman looks like $1 million. Roman Reigns looks like somebody who, not to sound bad, he needs to get injured and leave for a couple of months. And then come back as just the, I'm going to destroy you. He needs to come back in like that Orton persona of, I'm going to wreck everybody and everything. Period. No promos, no talk time. Just come to the ring with the mic in his hand, drop the mic, Superman punch somebody, spear them, and then leave the ring. And do the punt. So they're on a collision course at Fastlane. Makes sense. Strowman next week will take on Big Show, which should be a Hossy to Hoss match. Should be good. As we talk about the tag team champs, the New Day came down with the plans to build an ice cream machine. If the New Day brings back ice cream, they should, on March 6th when they're in Chicago. That way they fully bury the legend of CM Punk, because they'll be like, hey, he mentioned ice cream. We brought you ice cream. Ice cream. But Kofi also had a match with Bo Dallas. And Bo Dallas tore the manila folder holding the keys to the creation of the ice cream. And then he lost to Kofi. Alright? I think Jericho's method. Here's how you get an inanimate object over. Do it. But Cesaro was helping to train Bayley. He was there with Sheamus. And then Enzo and Big Cass came out and kind of cut a promo. Sheamus was so flustered he called them the Rag Team champions. Which then led to a match between Enzo and Cesaro, where Cesaro just obliterated him. Which was good. Actually, the promo before they actually had their match, when Enzo's talking all this trash, and then they get in his face and he backs up a little bit, and then Cass steps in front of him, and then it's to run his mouth again, and I was like, oh, don't try to heel turn these guys. Your tag division is just kind of weak. As it is on SmackDown. Yeah, they spent a lot of time with the Jericho segment. That's why there's not a lot else to talk about. Sami Zayn fought Rusev, and he beat Rusev in a hard-fought match. And then he cut a promo afterwards. Why? Because a man named Samoa Joe had an interview segment. He talked about how he was the destroyer. He's not some guy like Sami Zayn who's happy to be here. So I thought it was great. Sami Zayn did a callback to it. And then Joe came down, killed Sami Zayn. Okay. Set things up nicely. Nice setups. And then the women's division. Emelina made her debut. Kind of. She came down, she's like, now it's time for Emma to become Emelina. And then back to Emma, and then walked away. It was a very segment. But the main event was Bayley taking on Charlotte. But before that, Charlotte had a run-in with Sasha Banks. Kind of ran her down. And Bayley and Charlotte, their match was okay. I think the weird thing is that the crowd loves Bayley when she comes out of the ring. She kind of loses them throughout half the match, so brings it back towards the end. But Charlotte looked brutal and dominant in control the whole time. Bayley got in a figure four, and then Dana Brooke came down to the ring to distract Bayley. Because the Dana Brooke Charlotte is still a thing, I guess. Figure eight. And then Sasha comes down, attacks Dana, takes her crutch, hits Charlotte. Charlotte hits Bayley to belly. 1, 2, 3. Bayley's your new champion. And I was like, okay, because Charlotte loses on Raw. Charlotte's gotta get her win back anyways. Because you got a Raw pay-per-view showing up, and you have to have, the champ has to lose the belt on a non-pay-per-view to win it back at a pay-per-view. I mean, that's just how it works. And I was really hoping Steps would come down for like a dusty finish and just suck all the life out of the room, but they're still next week. Still next week. I'm like, yeah, it builds enough of how will Bayley feel that Sasha cheated to help her win. Will Sasha be like, but Dana attacked you, which is why you didn't win the belt, so I was just, balancing the scales, paying it forward. Will it lead to the long-term story of Sasha versus Bayley? Charlotte Bayley is a nice placeholder. The Emelina thing was... If it leads to evil Emma retaining back up with Dana Brooke to do something with her, hey, they're doing something with the women's division. It's all in all, like that middle segment was phenomenal. That's a brilliant segment. Brilliant segment. Well, they had 2 cruiserweight matches too. Jack Gallagher beat Noam Dar. Nice match. Good back and forth. You know, Gallagher looks like he's going to be a nice challenge for Neville. They did a backstage segment too, which was awkward because I think he called him like a pillock or a pick, which I know is an English derogatory slang term if he said pick or he said pillock. He said it while he was like walking away from camera. And Akira Tozawa killed Arya Daivari because everyone beats Arya Daivari. But at least with Gallagher, the crowd pops a little bit. With Tozawa gets the crowd into it. He has figured out how to be like, yeah, I know virtually no English, but I know in this ring, and I can bring this whole crowd in this ring. With Alan Norris snap German suplex. So Cruiserweight division is starting to shape up slowly and surely, but they still can't figure out what to do. They can't get all of the divisions to seem to fit well. But man, the Kevin Owens Jericho feud going into Mania, that's gonna be sick. Sick. And Joe killing people. Talk about he's gonna be killing people while doing it in a button-up shirt. Wicked.